Hare Krishna, dear Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances to all assembled devotees, all Krishna Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Param Pavani Shama Devi Dasi from Baltimore, Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Parambhavani Shama Mataji, Danat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Nice to hear your sweet voice in this early morning, Mataji. Thank you for joining us every day. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Danvat Pranam. My Danvat Pranams to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev, all glories to all your services, Mataji. Thank you so much. And this is Sushmita from Mississauga, Canada.
Hare Krishna Sushmita Mataji, Danvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining us every day, giving your recitation. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devi Dasi from Rani.
Hare Krishna Krishna Kumari Mataji, Danvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining us every day and blessing all of us with your sweet association. Welcome to the call. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna Vanita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Induleka Karna Devi Dasi from Lincoln.
Hare Krishna Induleka Karna Mataji, Danvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your recitation. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. This is Shama Gauri Devi Dasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna Shama Gauri Mataji, Danvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your recitation. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna.
Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Please go ahead. Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to Bhakti Sanga conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Samik Rishi Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 9th chapter, 24th verse. Before we hand over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to read Prabhuji's introduction. His Grace Samik Rishi Prabhu is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Being a doctor by profession, he has done immense service to the devotee community and serve the society by donating for lots of projects. For example, he donated the deities in Philadelphia temple, and he made 3,000 temple units that serves as an altar in the villages. He also served as a temple president of ISKCON, New Jersey for 15 years. He is known for his simplicity and humility. He is now initiating Guru in ISKCON. We are very happy to have Prabhuji on the call for today for Srimad Bhagavatam class. I think Prabhuji is not yet joined. We can wait for Prabhuji. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Please go ahead. Okay. If nobody wants to introduce, I can chant until Prabhuji joins. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Prabhuji has joined. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you hear us Prabhuji?
I can hear you. I hope you can also hear me.
Yes, Prabhuji. Again, the same thing with the picture, Prabhuji. Your image is not
Okay.
in the right way. Can you please turn your device? Yes.
Is this also okay?
No, Prabhuji. It's up and down now.
Up and down. So
Yes,
this
now
is
it is perfect. Whatever
okay.
we
So
have put. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
just
Please
takes
accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to you. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your valuable time and association. We are very happy to have you on the call. Please take over the call, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
I had to charge, and because of the charging, charging is down in a different station. But let me just see. Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutthapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurapushe Nama Pancha Kalpatarubhyasya Krapa Sindhubhyaiva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Nama Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Jai Shila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak on these important verses. These are prayers by Prahlad Maharaj, specifying the Lord Narsingadev by his various prayers. Oh, yes. Okay. So we'll be reading text number Canto 7, Chapter 9, text number 24. These are very, very important. Okay. तस्मात् अमुस्तनुभूतामः महमाशिषोज्ञ आयुष्यं विभवमेन्द्रिय मा विरिञ्चात् नेच्छामि ते विलुलितानुरुविक्रमेण कालात्मनो पनय मां निजभृत्य पार्श्वम्. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. My dear Lord, now I have complete experience concerning the worldly opulence, mystic power, longevity, and other material pleasures enjoyed by all living entities. From Lord Brahma down to the end, is powerful time to destroy them all. Therefore, because of my experience, I do not wish to possess them. My dear Lord, I request you to please to place me in touch with your pure devotee and let me serve him as a sincere servant. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. By studying Srimad Bhagavatam, every intelligent man can get experience like that of Prahlad Maharaj. Through the historical incidents mentioned in this great literature of spiritual knowledge, by following in the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj, one should gain thorough experience that all material opulence is perishable, at even this body for which we have tried to acquire so many sensual pleasures may perish at any time. The soul, however, is eternal. Nahanyate anyamane sharire. The soul is never vanquished, even when the body is destroyed. An intelligent man, therefore, should take care for the happiness of the spirit soul, not of the body. Even if one receives a body with a long duration of life, like those of Lord Brahma and the other great demigods, it will also be destroyed, and therefore an intelligent man should be concerned with the imperishable spirit soul. To save oneself, one must take shelter of a pure devotee. Narottam Das Thakur therefore says, Chadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Payeche Keba. If one wants to save himself from material nature, onslaughts which arise because of the material body, one must become Krishna conscious and try to fully understand Krishna. As is stated in Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma cha me divyam evam veti tatvata tyaktva deham punarjanma naitimam eti sorjana. One should understand Krishna in truth, and this one can do only by serving a pure devotee. Thus, Prahlad Maharaj prays that Lord Narasimha Dev place him in touch with a pure devotee and servant instead of avoiding him material opulence. Only every intelligent man within this material world must follow Prahlad Maharaj. Mahajana Yanagata Sapantha. Prahlad Maharaj did not want to enjoy the state left by his father. Rather, he wanted to become a servant of the Lord. The illusory human civilization that perpetually endeavors for happiness through material advancement is rejected by Prahlad Maharaj and those who strictly follow in his footsteps. There are different types of material opulences, known technically as Bhakti, Mukti, and Siddhi. Bhakti refers to situated in very good position, like a position with the demigods in the higher planetary system, where one can enjoy material sense gratification to the greatest extent. Mukti refers to being disgusted with material advancement and thus desiring to become one with the Supreme. Siddhi refers to executing a severe type of meditation like that of yogi to attain 8 kinds of perfection, Anima, Laghima, Mahima, and all who desire some material advancement through Bhakti, Mukti, or Siddhi are punishable in due course of time and they return to material activities. Prahlad Maharaj rejected them all. He simply wanted to engage as an apprentice under the guidance of a pure devotee. Very important verse. Why it is important? Because it is all, everybody is looking to enjoy in the material world. Although they know that nobody has enjoyed in the material world with all possession. And anytime you want to enjoy, you're fire to ever enjoy more. You want to have more and more and more. So, and they see that everybody, like Sikandar the Great, when he died, he had practically so much wealth. But at the end, he says that put my all the wealth around me, the jewels, put my hands out with open hand, put all the doctors or anybody who's taking to care of me, just put them all around. And he's showing that you cannot take anything with you. Nobody can protect you. If your time has come to go, you go. There is no way that anybody can save you. And so his hands are open. And then he wanted to really die peacefully, but there is no peace. He wanted to see this some mendicant or sadhu was nearby, but because his mind was absorbed all the time, all the life he was just conquering wealth here and there, and so he could not really enjoy and could not die peacefully. Then he has to take birth, like Jawaharlal Nehru Prabhupada said that he became a dog somewhere in Switzerland. So although he had so much opulence and position and everything, and Prahlad Maharaj was that okay, he could have enjoyed his father. He was ruling over whole Brahmand, even uh, even Kal or personified or Indra, and they all flew away. He was sitting on the throne of Indra, and, but he was complete like he was always in anxiety. He could not kill his own son with all the power because if Krishna wanted to protect, then nobody can kill him. Mare Krishna Rake Krishna Mare ke. If Krishna is protecting, nobody can kill. Galana Bako Kari Sake, Jo Jaga Bhairi Hoy. If whole universe is against you, they cannot even move your just one hair. So what to say about killing someone? So one should depend fully on the on Supreme Lord. Through the mercy, and we get dependence or we get that feeling by serving the Vaishnava. So although Prahlad Maharaj is saying to all of us that because this is all, so Krishna puts so many examples for us. So we could read, we could contemplate, we could follow in their footsteps. Mahajano yena gatasa pantha. The Mahajan for which one has gone, that is the path that one should take, not whimsically, not by our fertile mind that we think that my mind is very, very sharp and I can choose my path. No, we have to take the path. Mahajanas are great souls who have taken shelter. And by history and so many, I will give you that how that association, how that it serves. So that's why we sing Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Krapa Sindhuvevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Nama. We are offering our respectful obeisances to this to Vaishnavas, Vaishnava, and we cannot understand Vaishnava Kriya Mudra na bujebe. One cannot understand the Kriya Mudra if he's whatever he is doing, one should not really doubt if he's a pure Vaishnava and he does something which is against our, because we cannot understand why he's doing that. They are just like desire tree. These Vaishnavas are desire tree who can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion, are the fallen conditioned soul. Satam prasangat mama virya samidam, that we should associate with the devotees. Every human being or and learned man knows that very well. That attachment for the material is the greatest entanglement of the spirit soul. But that same attachment, when applied to the self-realized devotees, open the door of liberation. So that is when Mahat Sevam Dwaram Vimukte. Vimukte Tamo Dwaram Yoshitam Sangisam. Mahat Seva means Mahan Purush, means the devotees. So if we serve them, serve the Mahat Seva Dwaram Vimukti, that it opens the door of liberation, opens the door for going back to Godhead. And Tamo Dwaram, if it is the opposite that we associate with non-devotees, then naturally it opens the door for going to the hellish planets. Yoshitam Sangi Sangam, if one associates with non-devotees and Yoshit, the women for enjoyment, Mahantaste samachitta prashanta vimanmaya surado sadhave. So this is the teaching of Rishabh Dev that he is teaching to his 100 sons. So the bhakti mool is sadhu sang. Krishna bhakti janma mool hai sadhu sang. If we associate with devotees, then that is the Krishna, that is the root cause that we could develop Krishna bhakti. Krishna is neutral. He does not favor someone who are non-devotees or devotees. But if you take shelter of a devotee, then he takes his shelter. Just like Durvasa Muni, he went to so many places. Nobody protected him when Sudarshan Chakra was behind him. And even his Durvasa Muni, when he went to Brahmaji, he says, I cannot protect you. Indra refused, Lord Shiva refused, even Vishnu refused. That I am aham, aham bhakta paradhino. I am paradhin. I am not so he I am not independent. I am a really devotee of my devotee. So please go to Ambarish Maharaj and he could only protect you. So why we come into this material world that Krishna Bhuli Siji Bhagavancha Kare. Getting Krishna, we want to enjoy this material world, but Atev Maya Tare Jakyat. Maya is punishing, is pushing, is throwing you here and there by his Avarnatmika. She covers our intelligence, and Prakshatmik. She shows, okay, here is enjoyment. Just like we see mirage, and so we think that there is some water and or there is some enjoyment. We don't get enjoyment in the material world, and that's why. So that's why Sadhu Shastra, by the mercy of Sadhu and Shastra, Kripa, their mercy, Yadi Krishna Mukha. If we can turn our face to Krishna, say Jivanastare Mayatar, then the Maya would leave behind you. So माया जाल ताते कृष्ण भजे करे गुरु सेवना माया जाल छुटे पाए कृष्ण न चरण. So maya jal be free from maya jal and we could get the shelter of Lord Krishna. So mahat seva bina kona karme bhakti nahi. We cannot mahat seva again, as I said. So sansar would become kshay by taking shelter of a devotee. Kshay means it would reduce that sansar. If sansar means repeated birth and death, going through many janma mrityu jara vyadhi and repeating again and again the same, chewing the tube. Vantasi, we throw it out once and again we are trying to follow. In all the lifetimes, we try to enjoy our main enjoyment in the material world is eating, sleeping, mating, and depending, and one cannot enjoy really. We have already same thing that we have gone through: animal life, and parrot life, and pig life, and any another monkey life, everything that, and same thing we want to do in the human form of life. That is a disgrace to the human life. Human life is only meant to get shelter of Lord Krishna and not to go again. So one should serve. So this is whoever, even here, Kirat Kund, in Bhagavatam, many verses are there, and Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kirat Kund, Andhra, Pulind, Pushkara, Shumbha, Yavana, members of the Khas races, and even other addicted to so many sinful acts can be purified by taking shelter of the devotees of the Lord, not directly Lord, but devotees of the Lord. Due to his being the supreme power, I beg to offer my respectful obeisances unto such a spiritual master or such a devotee. So what it is, without the mercy, Krishna se tomar, Krishna dete baar, tomara shabad yachi. Krishna is yours. Krishna is sitting in the pocket of the devotee, means in the heart of the devotee. And if he wants, he could give to others who take shelter or who serve the Vaishnavas. So Vaishnava Seva, Swalpam api asya dharmasya trayate mahatya. Just a little bit association with the devotee. He sows the seed of a devotional service, and one can become free and could become eligible to get even Krishna prem. So Narottam Das Thakur, it has been quoted here. Chadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistar Payache Keva. Chadiya means giving up. Vaishnava means seva, means service to the Vaishnavas. If you give them up. Nistara means Nistara, payeche, means payeche, that is liberation. Nistar, you cannot become free or form of faith, will not get keba, someone. Unless one serves the spiritual master and the acharya, one cannot be liberated, cannot become free from this material entanglement. We sing every day, Tandera Charana Sai Bhakta Sanevasa, Janame Janame Hoi Yei Avilasa. This is the desire that birth after birth I may live with those devotees who serve the lotus feet of the Lord. Even Brahma is praying that if you want, or Uddhav, that if you want to take a birth again, please give me birth as either in an insect or in the house of a devotee. So that is all throughout the literature, Vedic literature, we find that same thing. You take shelter of a pure devotee of the Lord. Kechai Gosai Jar Moitaroda Tansavar Padarenu Mura Panchagras. I am the servant of that person who is the servant of 6 Goswamis. The dust of their holy feet is my 5 kinds of food stuffs. Different kinds of food stuffs. That is being chewed, licked, sucked, drunk, all these 5 kinds of food. One can take it, but that is the food is taking shelter of the dust of the lotus feet of a devotee, pure devotee. Shuddha Bhakata Charana Renu Bhajana Anukula Bhakata Seva Parama Siddhi Premalati Karamula. Dust from the lotus feet of the devotee is conductive to devotional service. While service to the Vaishnava itself, suppresses, that is the supreme, really not suppresses our material desires, but that is the supreme perfection and the root of the tender creeper of the divine love. A tender creeper, so by Vaishnava Seva, that creeper would grow more and more and get the shelter of the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Even Lord Shiva is telling to Parvati, Aradhananam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param Tasmat Parataram Devi Tadiyanam Samachari. Tadiya means who has taken shelter of the Lord. That my dear Devi, although the Vedas mention worship of demigods, the worship of Lord Vishnu is topmost and is ultimately recommended. However, through the worship of Lord Vishnu is the rendering of service to Vaishnava who are related to the Lord Vishnu. Mother Bhakta Puja Bhidika. No, means my Bhakta is like have many wonderful characteristics, is including a strong inclination to perform first class worship of other devotees. So my devotees, those who worship my devotees, like one cannot become a devotee. Gopi Bharatur Padakamalo Dasa Das. We are Das, thousands of students, even if it is but that is a big project, thousands of even miles away, hundreds of miles. My dear Partha, one who claims to be my devotee is not so. He is not my devotee. Only a person who claims to be the devotee of my devotee is actually my devotee. This Rahugan is also doing the same thing. So Rahugan is getting the instruction, from Jad Bharat. He is saying that my dear Rahugan, unless one has the opportunity to smear the entire body with the dust of the lotus feet of great devotees, one cannot realize the absolute truth. See, by this, all the unwanted things that is removed, all the layers, like onion has so many layers, and that is gradually gets peeled off by serving a Vaishnava. Then Krishna reveals with a pure heart, Krishna reveals from inside, and we can understand. Not by study, not by donation, not by big position, not by in a Vaishnava family or in a family where whatever family, opulent family, one cannot get the mercy of Krishna. Krishna will not be revealed unless one serves the lotus feet of a pure Vaishnava. One cannot realize the absolute truth simply by observing celibacy, brahmacharya, strictly following the rules and regulations of household life, leaving home as a vanprastha, accepting sannyas, or undergoing severe penances in water by keeping himself submerged in water, or surrounding oneself in summer by fire and scorching heat of the sun. There are many other processes to understand the absolute truth, but the absolute truth is only revealed to one who has attained the mercy of a great devotee. So it is, see, like it is Prabhupada. He has given the people have many opponents, people are tired of all this materialistic life, but they serve Srila Prabhupada very, very sincerely. And that's why there are so many millions of devotees and they are still accepting another devotee. So it is a process of kripa by the devotees. So by their mercy, we can be freed from this material entanglement. Otherwise, this Bhavsagar is very, very dangerous. It is very deep. However, swimmer you may be, you cannot cross over this ocean of material existence. Only by the mercy of Guru, Sadhu, we can get free. So you need a shelter of a pure beauty. That's why in 64 items, it just says, first thing is Guru Ashra. You take Guru means he is a Vaishnava. You take Ashra of him is giving you this knowledge you should take. Unless they smear upon their body the dust of the lotus feet of a Vaishnava. So that is the Prahlad Maharaj is saying this, that Satam Prasangat Mama Vire Samvitam. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying also the same thing to his Guru Putra. Guru Putra, that is Shand and Amar. They are saying, until this Mahi Yasham Padar Jobhishekam Nishkinchana Nam Varnitayati, that freed and his attraction between is fixed. Then real devotion and devotional service. If we, the value of a moments of association with the devotee of the Lord cannot even be compared to the attainment of heavenly planets or liberation from matter, and what to speak of worldly benedictions in this form of material prosperity, which are for those who are meant for death. Everything is not for saying that my father had everything, whatever, but he was never satisfied. He was always burning with more, burning in the heart, more and more desire, and he could not even kill his son. So he said that I have seen all these opulence. I don't want anything. Please make my mind that I don't ask for anything. And so Narasimha Deva was asking, please ask something. He said that please liberate my father. I said, not only you, your father, 21 generations have already been liberated because you are born in that family. Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha Sarvasiddhi. Government association, because he associated with Lord Maharaj, associated with Lord Narad Muni, although he was in the womb and he was born also in Narad Muni's ashram, and he was almost like 5-year-old. Mother brought him to his father. Then Narad Muni brought father and son both together. And so, not only this Guru Maharaj, the Lord wants to see him have his other. He went to come and have darshan of his. You could see many examples. This Maragrari was a killer, half killing the animals. But when Narad Muni went, he said that kill them completely. He said that I feel enjoyment in seeing them like writhing with pain and moving and making so many sounds. That's my music for my ear. That's my earning. And so he asked that then he showed him all animals are becoming man, and he is becoming all those animals and he is being killed. And he became very much frightened. He asked how I could be free. He said, you break your bow and throw your all the arrows. He said, that is my life. How that is I take care of my family by this. how I could do that. We showed him that you just, your days, you make a hut, have Tulsi Devi, and worship, and every arrangement would be done. And such arrangement that he become pure devotee that he would not even feel an ant. There's a prostitute who went to Haridas Thakur, and Haridas Thakur, she was listening 3 days to the chanting. He said, I could not complete my chanting. She was sent. This beautiful prostitute was sent by one Muslim to disturb him, or whatever a Muslim are. But he was working with Raghunath Das parents and Ramchandra. Ramchandra was his Ramchandra Khan also. And then she became purified by hearing the chanting of the holy name by a pure devotee. Purified, and she revealed what was her intention. And he said the same thing, give your all these opulence, shave your hairs, put a simple sari and come and stay in this hut. And so he was expecting that she will come. He knew already he could have gone. Haridas Thakur knew, and then he wanted to liberate her. So there is some desire in the heart. See, Krishna is completely free. The devotees, the pure devotees, are also completely free. They give mercy to anyone they want, whether they are serving him or not. So here, Haridas Thakur wanted to protect this prostitute from her all the sinful reaction. Not in this life, but many, many lifetimes before that. Krishna, by the mercy, he gives us this human life. Not that it is our prerogative or we deserve that human life, but human life is given by Krishna, that now at least he must have corrected himself after going through so many 8.4 million species of life and fulfilling his desires, but desires are never finished. Does he bend to me? Does he come to me? So this little bit freedom he is given, and then we could use that freedom in serving a Vaishnava, and in that way we could become free much easily. But there are other paths like in that it has been given. Mukti, Spahaya. Here it has been given. Mukti, Siddhi, Kami, Sakale Ashan. Krishna Bhakta, Nishkam, Ateva Shan. That even Mukti means enjoyment more and more. That even you follow your Varnashram Dharma, that is the Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha. Dharma, that is Varnashram Dharma. And you may get higher planet. And when that positive bank of balance is finished, you fall down. And even if you go to, even you become demigod and rule over, and so even 1,000 year, 10,000 year, 100,000 year, your life. But what is the way? Fall down and finish, and you have to suffer again, go through the same cycle, routine. Your sansar is not shy, has not been finished. So mukti, one wants to be liberated, but that is the dharma, artha, kam, moksha. Moksha means mukti, the freedom of this material entanglement. But where is bhakti? We are living beings. We have certain desire, and the desire of the soul is to serve the lotus feet of the Lord and play with the Lord in any one of the relationship. And if you don't have that, just get mukti, it's not enough. You remain as Trishanku, or neither in the material world you can't enjoy, nor in the spiritual kingdom, Krishna's abode. So we are like a Trishanku. And so that was in Bhagavad Gita also, that if I don't finish my devotional service, do not come to your lotus feet, and do not. So what would be my destination? It says that whatever you have done, my dear my Arjun, it is finished. Either you are born in a devotee family, or you are born with riches that you could enjoy all the, and you could perform if you got association while having riches, then you could engage in devotional service also. But part to be born in a devotee family is much, much higher. If you have done bhakti for a long time, you get born in a family of devotees. And if you have done little bit devotional service, but you are born with riches. And one may say that it is the purpose of devotional service is to get riches or born or be beautiful or be very perfect, be or to enjoy all the senses very sincerely. It is not, but it is given to you as an award or as an that you become pure. So Maya gives you these things. Maya gives you, but she is enticing you to do. By this example, one can learn that uh, that these things are not going to help to the soul, helping the soul. Soul is never happy in a wrong atmosphere. Our real atmosphere is the spiritual world and playing with Krishna, playing in the Golok Vrindavan Dham. And Maya is a pure devotee of the Lord. She tests us. She puts us into so many conditions. So at least our mind goes that, is there some way that I could get out of this? Some devotee was asking me today that everything is owned by Krishna. What can we give him? And why there is nothing that I can give you, everything belongs to him. If it is belong to him, then give him whatever either through the guru or through the spiritual masters a chain, build a nice temple, repair some, print some books. If you have money, Prabhupada said, print books. If you have more money, build some temple, bring so many devotees, go for Sankirtan. So our activity has been given by Srila Prabhupada, and that is all by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. And Prabhupada is the greatest example of the present situation, that he single-handedly spread Krishna consciousness. He gave just by his association. His association, he went to Russia for 3 days only, and now there are millions of devotees. How? It is by his purity. Purity is the force. So he gave his association to just one person, and then he spread, and he became like he got that mercy, and then he spread that mercy. 3 couples went to London. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj said, send some sannyasis. They could not do anything, just had some photos and came back. But Prabhupada, when he went there, he sent just some 3 devotees who are very new. And then because of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, that they were imbibing, and the service to Srila Prabhupada, and attitude of service, then they could spread Krishna consciousness. They could open temples, and now there are so many temples, so many devotees. Prabhupada went there and they were asking, why did you come here? They said that you have so many things from India, but you forgot this Bhagavad Dharma, Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge, and that's what I came to give it to you. So Prabhupada came and he created so many devotees because he was servant of his. So when we offer bhoga to the Lord, it is not that we are not capable of offering to Krishna, but we offer to Prabhupada. Prabhupada gives parampara to the Supreme Lord Krishna. Then he accepts that. So that is this Chanakya Pandit is also saying, give the company of evil persons for take up the association of, and then take the power of association of saintly persons. Perform your deeds both day and night. Remember always the flickering nature of this material world. One should put the death in front of you, that we could die at any time. And this verse I could just Durjana Samagram. There are many. Evil, this is also Janak Pandit. Evil should be avoided. Evil man should be avoided, even though he may be decorated with great knowledge. He is just like a venomous serpent adorned with a jewel on his head. Is that such a snake? Is not such a snake fearful? So this jewel is there. So that is fine, but he is a jewel. But it's not that you could go and any material qualities in someone, but your association should be with a saintly person, not with not with people who have a lot of material qualification. Asat Sanga Tyage Vaishno Achar, and who are Asat Sanga, Asat means which is not Satya, truth. Truth means means Krishna is the supreme truth, absolute truth. Other thing is a relative. Everything in the material world is a relative. So Stri Sangi Eka Sadhu Krishna abhakta. That is Stri Sangi, one who is associates with the women all the time, or women with men, men with women. It is same thing. Ek asadhu, one who is not a devotee, and the one who is not a devotee of the Eka asadhu, and Krishna bhakt, who is not a devotee of the Lord. A Vaishnava should always avoid the association of ordinary people. Common people are very much materially attached, especially women, and Vaishnava should also avoid the company of those who are not the devotees of Lord Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapit Vyena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sa Padantikam. Every day we sing that. When will Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, who is established within this world, the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya, give me shelter under his lotus feet. Rupa Raghunatha Pade Aibe Akuti Kabe Hama Bujibi Jevo Say Yugala Piriti. When shall I be very much eager to study the books left by six Goswamis, headed by Srila Rupa Goswami and Sri Raghunath Das Goswami? By their association, I shall be able to properly understand the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna. So without this association, in getting the dust of the lotus feet, and that's what Prahlad Maharaj is asking, this 6 kinds of Siddhi, Mukti, Bhukti that we talk. Mukti means liberation, liberation that is also freedom. But then what positive thing you are doing? You become free, but then soul is always active. Soul cannot remain just free and hang there. Then soul needs some shelter. Just like a bird of flying, he needs some shelter of a tree or some house or somewhere. You cannot just go flying. That's not our natural position. Just like a position of a fish is to be in the water. Our position, the soul's real position is to go back home, back to Godhead, and back at our real home in Krishna's association. That is our real home, not material association. So these Anima, Magima, Lagima, Garima, Prapti, and all this, one can get, even scientists, they are getting all this. One can become large, small, can get anything. But what is the point? You could walk on the water, but you could pay some few rupees and you could cross over. Why to spend your valuable human life is to get love of Godhead, serve at the lotus feet of the Lord, and not getting all these bhaktis or all these opulences. Do it, but the body is a vehicle for us, just like we take care of a car, but not that we become a car or get so much attached to the car. So we should not get attached to the body or bodily relationship, even extended relationship, but we should get attached to Krishna. Attached means without which we cannot live. So we should get attached to Krishna and serve him, attached to Vaishnavas, serve them, and whatever best. Krishna puts you in such a position that you but just follow the dictation from within. From within, there is Paramatma, he's directing, just like 2 birds are sitting on a tree, and rather than eating just the fruits, bitter or sweet or whatever fruits, but we should look at the Supreme God and pray to him, and he will give you direction. And by that direction, that also Chaitya Guru and Chetna consciousness, and then external manifestation. Chaitya Guru is Paramatma, and external manifestation of Paramatma is the spiritual master. And so if you follow, we may not be able to listen to Paramatma, or at least we should be able to listen to the spiritual master who is pure in his heart. So Siddhi Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakele Ashan means even the Maya is, we want to enjoy this material world, but Pache se Maya Jhapte Adhare. She is punishing us to remain in the material world in so many species. That is her punishment. So just few more verses like that. Ajo Nitya, we are Nitya. Like you have, this is from 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूय अजो नित्य शाश्वतं यः पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. When this sharira is gone, but one his soul is eternal. Krishna is eternal. Our atmosphere, that is spiritual world which is eternal, not the material world. You may say, what about this in Vrindavan? Yes, that is eternal place Krishna brings here. So you could. So in our present verse, there are many things have been said about Mahajano Yena Gata Sapantha. Dharmashapanta Niyatagvayam Mahajano Yena Gata Sapantha. There are many people may hold a jewelry and one may defeat one another one, but one who is a devotee of the Lord, one magician was producing like some kind of she was made like in Vrindavan, some magician came and he was bringing many things, coins, and Prabhupada was speaking with Prabhupada. Devotees were angry. And then says that, and Prabhupada says that, can you make this, these are magic, all these devotees that I created, can you do that? He totally refused that I cannot do, I cannot put. So he paid his obeisances and he pardon from Srila Prabhupada by doing that. So we see that many people who took shelter. We talked about Baragrari, we talked about this prostitute who went to Haridas Thakur. We see that even that he got the lesson and he got association with Maharaj Chitraketu. His son died, he had no son in his fate, but somehow he begged. They gave him for 5 years. And when he died, he completely was so much completely devastated, would not rule the kingdom, and then again Narad Muni and so they came along, and Narad Muni came with another one, another devotee, and then they taught him, they brought the child back. He says that I had so many fathers, so many mothers, which lifetime you are talking about? Same thing happened with Srivas Thakur. His son died, but his father, Srivas Thakur, said that don't make even a sound. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing. But he knows everything. So he said that, see how that he said that if you make even any sound, I will kill myself. So everybody kept quiet. But when everybody was quiet, they were really, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked them, is there something that has happened? And people told that his son has died. He was alone son. And then he brought him back. He said that I am so lucky that while you were dancing and you were here in your presence, I left this body. How? So it is by the mercy, means what kind of piety this Uddhav and there is just saying that Uddhav, you are my, although he was a related and friend and minister, and but he said that I do not, Krishna says that I do not like care about my son Brahma or Shiva or even my own wife or my own self, as I means my own self I do not like as much as I like you. So Krishna likes his devotee, and one can become a devotee by Mahesham Padar Devishek. That is one who takes the shelter of the lotus feet of the devotee. Tulayam labainapi na swargam na punarbhavam Bhagavat Sangi Sangasya Martyanam Kimutashi Shiksha. That Shaunak Rishi and Suta Goswami. Suta Goswami is telling to Shaunak. Shaunak Rishi was there at when there was Srimad Bhagavatam was recited. Suta Goswami is reciting to Parikshit Maharaj, and so many rishis were there. But so many rishis, this message is spread, but so many from higher planetary system could not come and could not join this Bhagavatam recitation. So they came, they sat on a wheel, Chakra Tirtha, that is Naimisharanya. So they sit on a very big wheel, 88,000 rishis or demigods from the higher planetary system, and it was moving at such a great speed. It came down to Naimisharanya, and that Chakra Tirtha, that's why it is called Chakra Tirtha. And people they were thrown from in different directions. Nobody died and nobody got injured. That was Krishna's arrangement. And they all heard one for 1,000 years that Shatra was there where this Sutta Goswami and all these people who came from the higher planetary system and they heard Bhagavatam. And they were represented by Samik Rishi. So Samik Rishi is asking questions on behalf of so many others who came, and Sutta Goswami is answering. He heard only once, and then he could recite all these things. So Krishna is very, very kind. He has sent so many devotees. He has created so many, and it is most kindness that we could see in the present days, Srila Prabhupada. By his mercy, so many devotees are there, so many they understand at least. Otherwise, to understand this truth about Bhagavatam and it would be hidden in the books or somewhere. But unless it is you get it from some devotee, you cannot understand. You need some teacher, live teacher, to teach these things. And unless that live teacher is there, one cannot understand, one cannot learn all these things. That whatever the limbs of bhakti and how to understand bhakti, it's not possible. So, just to sum up all these things, that what selfless servant and merciful master, material benedictions that Narasimha wanted to give to Prahlad Maharaj, that is impediment in bhakti yoga. Humility personified Prahlad told Narasimha, "O Lord, due to my demonic birth, I am already attached to material enjoyment. Please don't tempt me with boons. I am not a merchant to trade my bhakti for some material benefits. I am your unmotivated servant and you are my eternal master. Never dependent on my means not that I am depending on my service because Narad Muni is given, I am dependent on my spiritual master. If at all you want to give me a benediction, I desire not to ever have any material desires that destroy all good qualities of a person. Yet Lord Narasimha Dev told Prahlad to rule as the king of demons till the end of the Manvanta. It does not matter that you are in the material world, you will always hear my topics and will be absorbed in my thoughts. So that's why this Bhagavatam and they are all created is to hear about the topics of Krishna and his devotees. Not just Krishna. Krishna's topics are given in 90 chapters in Srimad Bhagavatam, but there are topics of his devotees, and we should learn that. And then we come to 10th canto. The one who will remember your activity and my activity, who will chant the prayers you have offered. These are the one of the prayer to me. One will become free from the material reactions. Compassionate Prahlad then requested Lord, please rescue my father who committed sins against me and blasphemed you, Narasimha Dev, saying Hiranyakashipu has already been purified. The Supreme Lord in his original form as Krishna is always living with you in your palace, being attached to your devotion. Krishna is your intimate friend, cousin, and well-wisher Guru, and he acts as your servant. Even Brahma and Lord Shiva cannot understand and describe the Supreme Lord's glories. So this is the thought Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking these questions and why this Prahlad Maharaj's story came is Yudhishthira Maharaj is talking to Narad Muni. And then Narad Muni is narrating about this Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj, he was so fortunate to have appeased the Lord. So Narad then described how once Lord Shiva derived power from Krishna to kill demons who tormented the three worlds by traveling in three invisible airborne castles, Tripura. That's why he's called Tripurasur and Tripurari. Tripurari means who is enemy of and who killed this Tripura demon. That Tripura, this was built by Maya Danav. So Anyway, there are many varnas and many things. The devotee association, we learn from this verse particularly. The devotee association is very, very necessary. To serve the devotees is very, very necessary. To have live guru is also necessary. Why? Because he can instruct you. Because yes, today somebody was asking, like I was telling you that if everything belongs to Krishna, then what we can do? But he needs our heart. Yeah. He needs, just like a father. Prabhupada gives the example that father is given, say, some biscuit or some sweet that is purchased by father's money. The father becomes very happy. Oh, he loves me. And because of, so if everything belongs to him, why not to give it to him? Why we hesitate to in giving? So we are selfish, we want for our enjoyment, but we cannot enjoy in the material world, because this material world is made in such a way that it is a place of misery and it is temporary, everything is flickering, we go away. So we should strive for going back home, back to garden in our real atmosphere, and play with devotees and Krishna, and our life would be successful in that way. Living in the material world with whatever opulence we may get it through our previous piety. See, it's not that we get all these opulences. But you have done something good, you get the result. But then it is not a bhakti, so it is finished. Shene Punne Mrityulokavashanti. So Hare Krishna, dear devotees and dear friends, if you have any comments or questions, we can discuss. I hope it was clear that you could hear, and if there is any further discussion on any topic, we can discuss. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Dhanva Pranam. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Ah.
Very,
That's
very beautiful
Prabhupada.
class. Very beautiful class, Maharaj. Like always, you were talking of Shastras.
Yeah,
And thanks
you are
for
a devotee, that's why you are commenting on that. But anyway, it's an ordinary. I am not a good orator. I know that, so I cannot
no,
describe anything.
no, Maharaj.
Went away.
Because you were
Nice way, just here and there, just taking some word here, some there, and mixing them up. But anyway,
yes, Maharaj. You were speaking only words of Prabhupada. So that is just beautiful, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. You were talking about Mukti, and I was remembering that, that verse that this says that Mukti once went to Krishna and she asked, I give Mukti to everyone, but what about me? What is that? Mukti kahe Gopal se meri Mukti bataye. And then Krishna said, Brajraj ud mastak lage Mukti mukt ho jaye. So, so Brajraj is what we need. Navadip Raj is what we need. Thank you, Maharaj. Beautiful class. Maharaj, if you have time, sorry, Maharaj.
no, I have time. I have enough time.
Maharaj, there are a few hand raised. Radharaman Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna. Prabhu, you can unmute. Radharaman Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanva Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Yeah, Maharaj, very, very nice. Always pleasure to hear from you, like from the Shastras and your personal association, and you are also the temple. You're running the temple, and then you interact with so many devotees there also. Maharaj, I think I like that thing where like everything belongs to Krishna. Then why we are hesitant in giving back to Krishna, right? That's a very important point for me to take away. I hope I can always be absorbed in that thought that nothing belongs to me, because the moment we start thinking that it is ours, then we get greedy, and then all other things come along. So thank you, Maharaj. Thank you for re-emphasizing.
Song also, I forgot that song. He said that I don't remember right now, but that everything is yours, so you take it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we are
Tera tujhko arpan. Like we also have that arti. Om Jai Jagdish. Tera tujhko arpan kya lage mera. Something like that is there also in another artis. Yeah. But we still take it. We still take it. That is mine now. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. True, Maharaj. We should be doing Tera Tujhko Arpan. Kya lage mera? But we do Tera Tujhko Arpan. A few $1 million ghar lage mera. That's what we usually do. A beautiful Mercedes car lage mera. Baki Tera Tujhko Arpan. So that's what we do. Maharaj Radha Jyoti Mataji is there too. Hare Krishna, Radha Jyoti Mataji. Dhanavad pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam to you. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Maharaj ji. Maharaj ji, you mentioned one statement about the absolute truth. We realize the absolute truth by the mercy of great devotees. So my question to you is, the absolute truth has three components. I mean, the Brahmaiti and then Paramatmaiti and Bhagwan, three components. So is it that how that mercy is, we will skip that Brahmaiti experience or realization, and then we'll jump into the Paramatmaiti, because it is a process how that mercy can pick us from one point or one milestone and then lift us to the some other destination without. There is a process of purification. So my question to you is how that mercy works. uh, could you please explain this in the details? I'm really curious to know how that mercy works.
It's a good question. Vadanti tattas vidas tattvam tad jnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagwan iti shabdate. That is just a describing that one can realize, but that is the topmost is Bhagwan iti shabdate. Bhagwan Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, face to face. So one can realize, but you cannot realize the absolute truth. It is represented in this three forms: Brahma Jyoti, the localized Paramatma, and the Bhagwan Swam. So why not go to Bhagwan Swam directly? Because you cannot realize Krishna is a person, and so absolute truth, that is from whom everything is emanating. Everything comes from Krishna. And even Brahma effulgence come from Krishna. This Paramatma comes from Krishna. So why not to realize him directly rather than through Brahma Jyoti, and then people who realize Brahma Jyoti, they want to merge with Brahma Jyoti. Sahaja Mukti. So that is not complete realization. Sahaja Mukti, then you fall down because you do not merge with Krishna at any time. So what you do, rather than merging, you remain in the in the just atmosphere there. They may call by some name, but you are there. You are not really. Don't merge and don't get one. Nothing merges with anything. That camouflaging, birds they go, or military people they wear, so they could camouflage with the nature, or water they flow. But if you take them with some radioisotopes, they are all separate. Our cell is separate. People say that wife and husband, and there are 7 births, we are together. But soul, one may die at any time, one may die at another time. And unless you are pure devotees and do some devotional service so much together, then Krishna may have you together in the spiritual kingdom. But otherwise, it is not possible. Materially calculation. So real absolute truth is Krishna, Swayam Bhagwan. And all others are relative. So Bhagwan, so Brahma Jyoti is relative truth, Paramatma is relative truth, but the absolute truth is Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Param Satyam Dhimi. And the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Param Satya is Krishna. One may say somebody is. Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but so that relative truth is partial truth that we experience. Is it true?
Yeah. Partial truth. Correct. It is realized in 3 phases, but you have to go to the topmost phase to realize that. So if you are try to realize Brahma Jyoti, then realize Paramatma, and then realize Krishna. Then only you will reach the absolute. There are steps, but not that you have to take all the steps. Like Bhakti Yoga to go, one can directly join Bhakti Yoga. You don't have to go to Karma Kand and Gyan Kand and directly just serve Krishna and go to him. Take shelter. You have a pure devotee and go. So you could climb all the way, just like Prabhupada says, one may go by walking. You may be tired and you may never reach the top floor. But take an elevator. That is Bhakti Yoga, and you could go to the topmost floor. So why to take trouble in realizing all that?
But we have to be capable to get that mercy of pure devotee, isn't it? It is not easy.
It is easy for a simple-minded person. If you follow the rules, regulation of Vaidhi Bhakti, you will be able to get the mercy. Brahmanda Brahmate Kaun Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Ji. You will get the seed of Bhakti by association and serving a Vaishnava, chanting the rules, eating some prasadam, and don't work like an ass. Whatever is in your karma that you have already, you will get it. You don't get it like, say, suffering. You don't ask for suffering, it comes. You don't ask for opulences also, it will come according to your awesome. Okay. So what I'm just saying, that be simple, do whatever is necessary to keep the things put together. If you have opulences, use it in Krishna's service. Try to bring other devotees or other people back to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. That Krishna likes that we are all children of Krishna, forgotten, given up their shelter and loitering in the streets. So bring them back. So much wastage of these youth people I see in my temple here in Khargon. Many they come, they take some picture, they don't want to listen, don't want to chant, but somehow you get in touch to give them some flowers, prasad, some like that. So just by coming, seeing the devotees, seeing the atmosphere, giving them इत्र वगैरह लगा भी देते हैं, चरणामृत, this चरणामृत and prasad and flowers smell are by Krishna or offered to Krishna. They all have potency. Somehow, if Krishna has touched them, then that has the potency. And then let the other people also come in. That Krishna has eaten bhoga, then we take his prasad, his mercy. So all these things, especially Lord's birthday is coming, and we should celebrate nicely and invite people on such and such occasion. So have devotees come to your house, have some little programs. So there are many ways that you can develop the mercy of the devotee, but you have to desire that. Laulyam api ekle mulyam. Laulyam means you should have. See, we have a laulyam about material things that I should get this. They will come in due course of time as per your past karma. But ask for something that is essential, that is really what is needed for human life. So that's
And Maharaji, I want to share one thing. I was in Pandharpur on Ekadashi, Ashadi Ekadashi, and you must be knowing that this time 20 lakh devotees were there in the Ashadi Ekadashi festival. And on that night, say around 2 p.m., we reached and we took the holy bath. And then when we came out, there along with us there was one very old lady, but she also took the Padyatra. And when she reached, she also took the bath. And she was sitting silently in the corner looking at the Kalash, because on that day the Lord is seated at the Kalash and he looks after each and every devotee. So we pray to the Kalash as we see that the Lord is there. So it's equivalent to take the darshan of the lotus feet of Lord.
there. Anyway, I will call later on. Go ahead.
Then that lady was sitting and she was praying. She was simply sitting and with a folded hand, she was looking at the Lord, and she closed her eyes. She was praying and she left her body. And we thought that she's praying, but she left the body within fraction of second. There was not a single move. That there was no sign of leaving that body. That while that soul was living, there must be some pain, right? But there was not a single significant gesture on her face, and it has really moved a lot. The kind of life she must have lived and the devotion that she must have cultivated in her entire life. It was really impressive. We don't know the name and everything. That must have been the later part, but we moved on. That I just wanted to share that devotion. Looking at that lady, she was very simple, and that's what I wanted to share.
So Krishna is always merciful through seeing when she was absorbed in thoughts of Vithala, and she was looking at that Kalash that you are saying. Same thing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he saw the Chakra in Jagannath Puri, he ran to the Puri. That was quite far, Athara Nala. So when you go that before that bridge, and one can see the Chakra, and then he ran. Means Chakra, many things that belongs to Krishna. You could just have absorbed, like Bhagavatam is Krishna. There is no difference. A pure devotee is Krishna in the one sense, but he does not think himself as Krishna. So in that way, every day that we sing that Sakshat Haritvena Samsta Shastre Tastata Bhavyateva Kintu Prabhoriya Priyavatash Vande Guru Shri Charanarada. Sakshat. So in that way, if our mind is pure, one becomes so much puffed up with opulences, so much knowledge, worldly knowledge, then one cannot surrender. If one lives simply and uses everything in service of Krishna, it becomes easy. So it's a good example that you gave for this lady. That simple living and high thinking. High thinking means thoughts about Krishna.
Eternally grateful to you, Prabhuji. Please accept my most heartfelt obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet.
I'm also grateful to you that you are giving such examples, live examples that you observed. That's a very good.
Yeah, it must be a pure mercy.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. That was such a heart-touching and beautiful example you gave. We all wish that this, mind which boggles us all the times was just stay in bhakti of Sri Radha and Krishna, and maybe we can leave body like that lady. Wow, amazing, unbelievable. Hari bol, Hemi Mataji, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam,
Hare
beautiful
Krishna,
class.
Mataji.
I just wanted to improve my understanding. You discussed that somebody who does not complete his bhakti in this lifetime gets two options. One is to be born in a devotee family, which is excellent because then he can progress in bhakti, that the chances are higher. But if he's born in an aristocratic family, then is there a guarantee he will move forward or can still fall down unless he meets a devotee and and then progresses forward?
Because Krishna gives you that position that you don't have to worry about your maintaining the body. Bodies also have to be maintained.
Prabhu, you must have received a call. Should be back soon. Hari bol.
Okay. Sorry for the interruption. He called 4 times. So yes, you could use that opportunity. Means people who are really aristocratic, they get their aristocracy from the previous birth, from previous their whatever piety, but they could misuse it or they could use it. Like in marriage, you spend so many millions of dollars, but you could use it for Krishna service or spread Krishna consciousness. So that is just to show off. It is just that I am such a rich person. So same thing. One gets a birth in aristocratic family, you should utilize that opportunity to associate with devotees, use your aristocracy, and you don't have to worry about maintaining your body. Otherwise, I see so many laborers, they work so hard. There is hardly any time for them to spend some chanting, or they have to work one shift, double shift, taking care of the children. And if somebody is paid only, say, $3-4, a woman get paid hardly not even $2 here for working in the town where our men may get $3 to $4, but how they could survive in such a situation? And people, they try to cheat them also in selling clothing and jewelries, and always, so they are always in need of so much. But if they are taking birth in a devotee family, and if to such people, if you could preach them, they are simple hearted, then they could, if you preach them nicely, hopefully that they could get to Krishna consciousness more easily. In Bhagavatam, somewhere it is said that if somebody is very, very aristocratic, then for him to go back home, back to God, is so much difficult as through putting an elephant through the eye of a needle. Means it's a difficult, but if you use those aristocracy, so Krishna is again testing that, okay, he has done so much, let me. So Krishna gives you both ways. He gives you opportunity, but still it is not a completely pure birth in an aristocratic family. Okay. Higher birth,
Thank you, Maharaj.
birth in a devotee family. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Maharaj. Dandavat pranam.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you, Maharaj. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji. Maharaj, if you have a couple of more minutes, please. There is one more question in chat, Maharaj.
Okay.
Okay. Param Pavini Mataji, are you still there? Would you like to ask? Param Pavini Shama Mataji. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All like your voice, Mataji. Please go and ask.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Hare Krishna, dear Maharaj, all glories to Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Your name is so good, Param Pavani. You could purify so many people. So by talking to you, I am getting purified.
And all your mercy, all my Guru Maharaj's mercy, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, I have a question that should we pray to Krishna for providing us the Golok Vas or the Seva wherever be in this whole samsara? Like, what should be our prayer and in what mood? Hare Krishna.
Very nice question. Both are really the same if you want to remain here and serve a Vaishnava in the material world. Like Krishna brings his devotees also here. They are already in Golok Vrindavan, like Arjuna and his onyx. But then they serve, and then through them you could go, or directly you could ask them some service. See, we are as a servant. Jivera Swarupa Krishna Nitya Das. So rather than asking to Krishna to enjoy, ask his service, that what I could serve, how I could serve. Please engage me. Hare Krishna mantra is also the same. That oh Srimati Radharani, please engage me in service of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. So that service is necessary. Not that I enjoy Krishna, I am with Krishna. Even if you are away, like a spiritual master, you could serve with Vapu and Vani. So serving the Vapu is not as strong as serving his Vani, what he is asking to do. To spread Krishna consciousness, to chant, follow rules and regulations. So he's asking that you do some service. Rashikesha Rashikena Sevanam Bhakti Uttama. Uttam Bhakti is using your senses for the master of the senses. So asking not just Krishna, but asking his seva. We are all seva. Where there is no seva, then just directly getting Krishna, you would not really are in situation in your see, everybody is related with some seva, whether as a das, sakya, everybody is serving, even as a madhurya bhav also is serving. But Krishna is so nice that he reciprocates with everybody in the way yo yatha mam prapadyante tas tateva bhajamya. He would be the perfect lover, perfect son, perfect master, perfect father, whatever. He would be your perfect. So ask him that please engage me in your service. Okay?
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances to your
Please
lotus.
accept mine too, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank
So,
you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Maharaj. Maharaj, now there is one more hand raised. Sorry, Maharaj. I know
yeah,
you.
Anjana Gopika Devi Dasi, I see the name.
Yeah. Mataji,
Okay.
please go.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj, Danat Pranam. Very nice class. Always I like. Maharaj, we should not ask anything from Krishna, but I have one question. Means sometimes we didn't get the devotees to say son, or we want to go to the dham. These things, these are also material desire. If we ask with Krishna,
No. Anything about Krishna.
Maharaj must have received a call, so.
Yeah. I could not hear you, Maharaj. Everybody gets same thing problem or?
Yes, no, Mataji, same thing. I think Maharaj must have received a phone call, and that's when he goes to mute. So maybe he's talking on the other phone to the devotee who must have been calling him. I just hope that, Mataji.
Prabhuji, you should request, I guess.
Hare
How?
Krishna.
How, Mataji? I'll move my hands. Gauranga, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Maharaj.
We cannot hear you.
Maybe Maharaj is. Maharaj,
We cannot hear you.
Yeah, even Maharaj cannot hear us.
We cannot hear you.
He
Hare
is
Krishna.
in mute.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
You were in mute,
Huh.
Maharaj. You were in mute completely all time. I could not hear anything.
Yeah, the whole answer, Maharaj. Sorry, Maharaj. You might want to repeat.
Okay.
Now we can hear.
You can hear. Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad. What I was saying, that you could ask Krishna to serve his devotees, to serve himself to Krishna. You could always ask because we are subordinate. We can ask Krishna like you ask your father, but ask not for our own self or selfish motivation or enjoying our senses, but you ask Krishna, please engage me in your service or your devotee service. That would be a more better asking rather than asking for to enjoy ourselves. Enjoy our we means the senses. The body means and not just our body, me and mine. Mine means related to us, wife, family, children, parents, nation, your own society. If somebody is in a particular caste, creed, even your nation or universe, but it is extended selfishness. So if we are selfish, then we are really not a devotee. Devotee means not me and mine, but to Krishna and his. Krishna's devotees are his extension. So we ask to serve the devotees and Krishna. So you could pray to Krishna, just like Prahlad Maharaj is praying. Please give my father liberation. But he wanted that he take shelter of Krishna, not to come back again as Hiranyakashipu.
Maharaj, sometimes, we don't know what Krishna's plan is, and we are asking since long time, but it's not happening. Maybe we should think like this is Krishna's plan, or we continue ask the things. I'm getting a little confused sometime. Krishna is not giving that response also, and then maybe we are very stubborn to getting these things. Our devotees, is just anything, and not a material, but it's spiritual. But is it Krishna's plan? He's not responding.
Yeah, one thing you could think that Krishna is very, very merciful. So one utsahat, nishya, dhairya. Dhairya means you should keep patience. Ask enthusiastically and be dependent on Krishna, and he will be kind to you. It may take much time, but you should be very, very sincere and wait for his mercy. So go on asking. You said not material, so anything is spiritual you can ask.
Okay, thank you so much, Maharaj, for your class.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Maharaj, for patiently staying there and answering all the questions of the dear devotees who were on the call. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you so much for your time. Dear devotees, if nobody has...
Hare Krishna.
Oh, there is somebody else, Maharaj, now. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. This is Anuradha Devi Dasi. Dhanwad pranam to you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, blessings and pranam to you also.
Yeah, Maharaj, I won't take much time, but I have a one quick mundane question, Maharaj, that we were discussing, me and Radha Raman Prabhu were discussing that the individual who go to the another planets, how they do perform the bhakti there, like example in a Dhruva planet, because Dhruva Maharaj was a devotee of the Lord Shri Krishna, and the living beings over there, do they perform the Krishna's bhakti over there and then go to the Golok after the like the when they get the liberation, or they have to come back to the earthly planet and then do the bhakti here on the earthly planet and then go back to the Golok?
Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartinarth. Every place has birth, death, old age, and disease. Even if you are on a higher planet. And Shine Punne Mrityu Loka Mission. If you have done a lot of piety, you go to higher planet, you fall down. But this is a Karma Bhumi, where you could perform devotional service as a human being, not animals. Animals are suffering body. So animals, they go on instinct. But we have been given a special, in this planet particularly, intelligence to understand about Krishna or to miss that boat. So if we miss our boat of the human life is a very sudra boat. This body, human body, is a boat that we are able to cross. And there is a captain. If you make a captain, your spiritual master is the captain. And then there is favorable breeze by the mercy of Krishna. Then you can cross over this material world. So better to remain in the material world rather than thinking that I will be go to Dhruva Lok or Swarga Lok or Tam Lok or Brahma Lok or any Lok. Then that is not, because there it is very difficult. Some may continue their bhakti, but they come down again to the material world, to this planet, and then they could go back on Krishna's special arrangement, aeroplane or whatever that he sends for him. But why not to do it here? Why to think of going to Dhruva Lok and then go from there? It's not a stoppage. Any material planets are not a stoppage for you to go and go through that. You could directly go from here to the Krishna's abode. Okay?
Yes, Guru Maharaj. We were just discussing like what happened to the beings over there in another planet. Do they come to the earthly planet after their vast of the enjoyment is the enjoyment is
their
vast?
punya gets finished, then they come to the material. Okay?
And then they perform the bhakti. Okay.
Right. They may or they may not perform.
Yes.
That's why punya. Yeah. Okay. So.
Dhanwad pranam, Maharaj.
Dandavat pranam.
Hari
There is
Bol.
one more hand.
Yeah.
Radhajyoti Mataji already asked the question. Maybe she has one more question. Mataji, Hari Bol.
If Maharaj ji has some time, I can ask question. If he doesn't have time, then let it go.
Yeah,
Up to Maharaj.
Mataji,
Oh, if
you
it is
can
a quick
ask
question,
next
I will
time.
answer with.
Mataji, you can ask next time because Maharaj is
Okay.
gonna come
Yes, Mataji.
next week.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So
Mataji.
yeah. Because
Thank you.
it's already almost 9 o'clock, so we can.
Thank you, Radhajyoti Mataji. Thank you.
And
for
thank you
understanding.
so much, Maharaj. Very, very wonderful class and very beautiful answers. Devotees are very eager to ask you questions, Maharaj, and they like your classes so much. Thank you so much. Wonderful
Thank you.
service.
Okay. Thank you for giving me opportunity to give some class. Means I feel grateful to you for giving me opportunity to speak. Something discussing about Krishna and his devotees is always wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Always learning. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Yes,
Thank you, Maharaj,
Prabhupada,
for
Jai
taking.
Gaura.
Thank you, Maharaj, for taking your valuable time because that is very important for this group.
This is really valuable to discuss these things with the devotees. That is more valuable than anything else.
Yeah, let's pay our obeisances to Maharaj.
Vancha kalpatarubhya
Vanchakalpatarubhya kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavnebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
namo
namo
namah.
namah.
Anantakodi Vaishnava
Tantra
Vrinda
Srimad
Jai.
Bhagavatam ki
Prabhupada
jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ji ki jai. Holiness Samik Rishi Maharaj ki jai. Maharaj ki
Thank you, Prabhuji, for wonderful class. Dandavat pranam to you. Hare Krishna.
Nanda, Nanda.